All right, Friday morning means it's time for another one-tank trip. This morning, we're talking fish.
Yeah, that's right. This morning, I want to show you what they do at a local fish hatchery, and that's why it's so important for our environment. Take a look.
Our adventure leads us to the Neosho National Fish Hatchery, and we're learning all about their mission.
We raise rainbow trout to be stocked in Lake Taneycomo at Branson to mitigate the effects of Table Rock Dam on the White River system. In addition to that, we also raise endangered species to accomplish recovery criteria for those individual species.
So let's see the process of how they raise rainbow trout.
Whenever we get our eggs in, we put them in these trays. When the fish hatch, we'll put the fry in the bottom of the raceway. As they swim up and eat, they get bigger.
After the fish are at least 4 inches, they're moved here to the raceway.
They'll stay out here from 4 inches until they're about 8. We'll put more size on them. They can stay in the raceways until they hit 10.5 inches and we stock them.
After growing in size, the fish then go from the raceway into the pond.
It goes into this top pond to the next 3, and from these 3 to that one.
So we saw the fish go from this size to this, meaning they're about ready to be released into the lake. We also mentioned that the hatchery raises endangered species, so now it's time to see what that looks like.
The pallid sturgeon is a federally endangered fish that occurs in the Missouri and the Mississippi rivers. Really, it's a big river fish. The name comes from them being a pale fish.
They look like a cross between a shark and a catfish. Is that weird?
That is exactly right.
Stop.
And now we're going from looking at the pallid sturgeon through the glass to in person.
Here you. So, you little stinker. So mouth, they've got this sucker of a mouth.
Oh, wow.
They have these bony plates that we call scutes. So his skin is soft like a catfish.
Yeah.
But then for armor, they have these bony plates.
He just whipped me.
Just around the head and the fins right there. There you go. Now, other hand right there.
Oh my God. Okay, little fishy. Everything's fine. Don't freak out. It's okay. Oh my gosh, Jacob. I'm holding it. See his mouth coming out? Yeah. Okay.
Right now, they're also working on Topeka shiners and endangered mussels. We took a tour of their endangered species building, which you can experience too upon request. When you visit, you can take a tour of their visitor center, feed the fish in the pond, and of course, learn all about fish and some of the endangered species. For One Tank Trips, Deja Jones, KSHB 41 News.
Well, I held a fish.
You held a fish. You sure did for an extended period of time. It's really cool. And I love places like that are fun and are functional.
Right.
But your kids can learn something or you can learn something when you go. I really like that.
Absolutely. It was so much fun. I learned so much information that was really something I never knew, which is always a good point, right? You go in not knowing anything, and then you come out and you're a fish expert like myself. So it was a great trip.